Hello YouTube, welcome to yet another new video. Today's video, in my opinion, is going to be quite an interesting discussion. It's an ongoing sort of dilemma that exists in the cars hobby, which is scalpers. Now, scalpers have been around since the beginning of time. Buy something with the sole purpose of selling it for an egregious profit. But today, it'll be quite interesting to come have a discussion with you guys about scalpers. Scalpers, resellers, and the other side of the spectrum, people, like I said, resellers, and like I said, scalpers, and then there's just average resellers, and then there's the other side of the spectrum, people who complain about these types of people. So we've first got scalpers, and there's a few different varieties of them. We got people do that in all the Hot Wheels and concert ticket hobbies, that sort of stuff. Now you got, especially in recent times, with the introduction of in the past few years, especially with the introduction of the Scavenger Hunt and Silver Line and all that, you got Hot Wheels guys coming into the hobby to buy up all the shiny cars and try and sell them, try and scalp them, trying to claim that they're chasers or special editions. Well, special editions, fair enough, they are, but they're not. They're not chasers. I don't know where the Hot Wheels people see anything that's even remotely shiny and call it a chase to sell it for 100 times retail price. Unfortunately, there are a few good Hot Wheels people that collect cars that aren't just complete dicks, but unfortunately, yeah, most people coming over from the Hot Wheels hobby to buy cars are just doing it for the sake of selling them for absurd prices that they're not even worth. Then you got resellers. That's people like retailers or gimme collectibles, or even people that sell stuff on Facebook. They're set out to make much less of a profit than Hot Wheels guys, and they're far more realistic with their pricing. I myself am prone to doing a little bit of reselling. I'll buy some cars, put them away buy some extras of cars, put them away for a few years, and then sell them again. But I'm not trying to sell them for any more than what they're actually worth, unlike the Hot Wheels guys. If they're worth $15, I'll sell them for $15. If they're worth 100, I'll sell them for 100. I'm not trying to dictate the value as something that it isn't. Retail prices typically $8 to $11 here in Australia. I certainly think that the reselling world is. I can understand why some might view it as morally grey, but in my opinion, League's better than all the Hot Wheels guys. And then we got the other side of the spectrum. Got people that complain about all the scalpers. I do agree that scalpers and Hot Wheel scalpers in specific get really annoying. For example, I also collect Fast and Furious merchandise, and when a Lego set was released recently of the Nissan Skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious, all of the Hot Wheels JDM bros bought it up to sell it, to scalp it online and at swap meets and stuff, just because it's Japanese. Not even because they like Fast and Furious or they like Lego, just because it's Japanese. I completely understand complaining about people like that. I think that is very much so warranted. Then you got people who complain about the resellers only making a few dollars. They're complaining about them. These are also the sorts of people that complain about people buying multiples of a car. Like, I've copped abuse on Facebook groups for angry parents for buying more than even just showing that I've bought two of a car. Unfortunately, these sorts of people, usually they aren't even in the same state or locate, or sometimes not even in the same country as you. I'm on a Facebook group for Australian collectors, and I recently saw them bashing a guy over in Canada who bought multiples of the Disney 100 cars. Unfortunately, I think that these people, I think a lot of the time their complaining isn't warranted. If the car's that important to you that warrants abusing someone on Facebook over it, put in the work, get out there and go and find it yourself. Sometimes, a lot of the time with this hobby, distribution, at least here in Australia, distribution is so poor that you really need to put in the work to find the stuff. And obviously, because poor distribution, like I said, I'll pick up extras of the newer stuff, and first off, I'll help out people. I'll help out my friends over on the Disney Cars and Planes community, and I'll help out some other people in the area for retail cost or very close to. And then after that, that's when I buy extras to put away for the meantime. So I think that complaining about scalpers and resellers, if it's one extreme where it's the Hot Wheels guys and the JDM bros buying up stuff like silver, like all the Racing Reds or the Disney 100 cars or the Lego Too Fast Too Furious Skylines, complaining about that's warranted. But if you're complaining about someone that's buying two of a car, then about someone that's if you complain about an adult collector buying a car for themselves, or complain about someone buying more than one of a car, I think that's pretty selfish in my opinion. But as always, I'd quite like to get a discussion going. If you guys have any opinions, I always like discussing issues like this with you guys. I think it's quite fascinating actually. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hopefully we can get a discussion going, and that's it for the video. So hope you all enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, favourite and share, and as always, I'll see you all in the very next video.